What's up, guys? What's going on? Red Ruka here. I'm going to show you how I make 7.1 million silver per hour value in items like boss stamps, ancient ruins tablets, good armor blackstones, and good armor weapon stones, yada yada. I do it by hunting violence. Here is a spreadsheet that I created that shows exactly what I find while I'm grinding. It shows you what I tested 3 different hours. The first hour, my total income was 6.6 million silver in value. Here's the rundown on everything. You get coins, ancient coins, boss stamps, dark energy. You can take a look at this. I'll put the link in the description. The route, the exact route is written at the bottom. Everything's there. So now let's go in game. And I will show you the exact route that I take in order to make 7.1 million silver per hour. This route is inspired by Legit Mobile. Shout out to you, Legit. It's heavily inspired by Legit Mobile, except with a bit of a twist. I just basically took his route, took out a few zones, cleaned it up, took out the useless parts, and basically streamlined it. So my horse is messed up right now because I'm trying to breed up, so it's a slow horse, so bear with me. Anyway, you go into Kron Castle, you go this way, take your left up here, and then you'll be able to start seeing violence on the map from right there, so you don't really have to go too deep up here. Okay, I'm not going to kill the violence actually for this, I'm just going to show you the route. So basically I would go like right here, and then if I don't see any violence on the map, I would just turn around in the middle of that room without going around that entire upper level, because that's a waste of time. When I come back over here, probably shouldn't be biting my lip while I'm making a YouTube video. There's a violent that spawns back there that you saw. No violent spawn in this room. There's a violent that spawns over here. I've been grinding this route for hours and hours and hours and hours. There's 2 violents that spawn in this room. I can tell you where every single violent spawns on this route. Every single one of them. You'll go over here. There will be a violent that spawns over here. You can see it without going over there. You can just take the stairs down here, and if it's spawned, you'll notice it before you get on the stairs. There's a violent that spawns right over here. There's a violent that spawns right over here. I usually go right about here, and then I'll be able to see it on the map, and then I turn this way if it's not spawned. There's a violent that spawns in the far room right over here, so you can just like run into this, and then you'll be able to... Oops, I kind of messed it up right there, but you can run into that wall, and if you don't see the violent spawned, then you can just turn around off that wall. Violent spawn on both sides over here. Oops. I usually go around that, but that works. So you'll go through all 3. Yeah, all 3 of the Kron Castle zones. Here's the second one. I believe there's 1 or 2 violents that spawn right around here. There's this one. So you can find a lot of value by using this grinding route, guys. I've gotten up near 10 million silver in 1 hour doing this. Some hours are only 6 million silver, so it's all about RNG. It varies quite a bit. There's a few violents that spawn over there that you can see on the minimap. There's a few violents that spawn in this room. And all of my testing, by the way, was done without channel hopping, so you don't need to channel hop in order to make over 7 million silver an hour. Get here, teleport to town. If you play on BlueStacks, you can put a hotkey right there on your teleport. That's pretty nice. I use T. Works really well for me. You go over here. I go to abandoned iron mines after this. Okay, so here's where we start doing some tricks that really start to save us a lot of time. Go right here and take a left, because there's no violence that spawn on this map except for right over here. Just go straight into this wall, and then if you look on the mini-map, you'll be able to see down there on the level below, there could be a violent spawned, and that's the only violent that spawns on this map. Usually it's not spawned, that's why I go up here and check if it's there, and if it is, then I run back around and go down and get it, but it's usually not, so I just run into this wall and then do a turn around, do a direct 180-degree turn, go straight into the next zone. That saves you a shitload of time compared to running around that whole massive-ass loop where no violence even spawn. It's going to save you a lot of time and really increase your silver per hour. There's a few more tricks similar to that, so keep watching if you really want to maximize your silver per hour. Hit me up with the like, comment, sub if you want to support this video and help more people see it, which probably a lot of you are going to dislike it because you don't want the secrets to get out, but I don't really care. It's a mobile game, and it's a mostly idle mobile game, and I think most people are going to play it that way, so they're just not interested in doing something that's so active like this, which is even better for the people of us that are willing to do this, because that just means more money for us. Yeah, this horse really sucks. I should have waited to make this video, but I've literally been trying to get this horse to level 10 all day, and it's literally been level 9 the entire day since I woke up. Still level 9. Alright, there will be a few violence that can spawn over there. At the beginning of this zone, there will be one that can spawn right here. You can go left or right here, it doesn't really matter. I always go right because I think it's maybe slightly faster. There will be one that spawns right here and one that spawns right over there. You'll be able to see both of them if you just keep going straight, and then there will be one that spawns... oh, I went too far. It spawns up there. But anyway, you don't have to go down here, just go up there. Here, I'll go up there. My bad. I'll go up there to make sure you know exactly where it spawns. It spawns right here. There will be one that spawns right here. If it's not here, just teleport back to town. Then we're going to go over to Marnie's Underground. Alright, there's a little trick right here that's going to save you a shitload of time. You could go around this whole loop, and that would be a waste of time, or you can just run into the wall right here. And then right here, there will be a violent that can spawn right here, here, basically all around the loop. If any of them are spawned, you'll be able to see them just by running into this wall right here. You don't see any, do a 180. It's pretty standard for the rest of this map. Just run through this whole map. There will be violent spawned all throughout sometimes. Sometimes there won't be any spawned. If you're having trouble finding some, I guess you can channel hop. I never channel hop, and I don't really have any problem making plenty of silver per hour without channel hopping, but I'm sure if you do channel hop, it just makes it that much better. And if you don't know how to channel hop, let me see. I don't do it too much, so I don't know exactly how it works, but I believe if you have people in your friends list and you go visit their camp and then exit, I think that just sets you up right into a new channel. I believe that's how that works. Don't quote me on that, but I'm sure you can find more information on that if you're interested. So a few violence that spawn over here. Make sure you hang tight on this fencing right here, because there will be a few violence that spawn over in this area. You'll be able to see them if you hang tight on the fencing. And if they're spawned, just do a little turnaround and go grab them, and then get back on the path. There'll be one that spawns right over there. You can see that there's one right here. Okay, here's another trick coming up right here. Once I get to this spot, I hang really tight on this wall, and then I'll be able to see if there's any violence spawned down here. I just hang on that wall for a few seconds. And so if I don't see any violence, then I go over here, and there will be one that can spawn here on the minimap and one right in front of me. And if I didn't see any violence when I was hanging on the fence, then right now I would teleport, or if I saw any, then of course I would go over there and get those. And then we teleport over to Wandering Rogues. You could include Omar Lava Cave into this route. That's what Legit Mobile does. I don't do it because at the time that I started this route, I just wasn't strong enough for Omar Lava Cave, really. Anyway, I believe Legit, when he gets here, he turns left. I turn right because there's a few violence that can spawn up here. And then if you go down here, there's a few more. One can spawn up there, I believe, yes. And then once you're going over this bridge, be careful because there's one that can spawn down here. If you kind of hang on the left side of the bridge, you'll be able to see it. If it's up, it'll be right over here on the mini-map, so pay attention over there as you're crossing this bridge. And then there's another trick coming up right now. We will go straight into this rock right here, and you will be able to see a violent spawned up here if there is one, and I'll go show you exactly where it is. If it's spawned, you'll just come up here, and it'll be right over here. So let's turn around and stay back on the path. I usually go down this way. You can go the other way. There's like another way that way, but I go this way because there's a violent that can spawn right here, and if it's up, then this way is just more time efficient. There's one right here. I believe one spawns around here. Don't quote me on that one, though. I'm not too sure. I think one does. There's one right there that you can see on the minimap. He's over here. And the rest of this map isn't too fruitful most of the time for me, but there are a few violence that do spawn on it, so I always run through it, but it's pretty much up to you. After you get to this point, you can just teleport to town. If you are tired of running through this map without finding violence, like that happens to me sometimes, I get tired of this map because there's usually nothing on it. There's one right there, though. And then there will be another one at the end or right here, maybe. Nope, it's not there, so we'll teleport back. But if it is here, it'll be right around this area with that pack of mobs over there. And then for our last part of the route, we'll go to Main's Cave. And let me see, is there any tricks in Main's Cave that I use to save time? Let's see. Well, let me just show you the route, because Main's Cave is kind of a tricky map. I always hang right here, because there's no violence that spawn over to the left. Yeah, I guess this is the trickiest map, so you should probably pay attention to this part. There'll be a violent that can spawn up here. As long as you kind of hang right on this side, like where I am right now, you'll be able to see it as you pass by without having to actually go up there to check it. Hang on the right side. I believe a violent spawns back there. Maybe not, but there is one that spawns right here. Here's one. And then there will be one right here if it spawned, but it's not up right now. And then usually there's no more violence on this map, but I have found one violent here one time. One single time. I don't know why it spawns so unfrequently, but it just spawned there one time. I don't know. Maybe it was like an accident. And then once you get on this map, take a right and go up here. You can have a violent spawn right there at the beginning, and then you can have a couple spawn up here. You only have to go about this far, and then you'll be able to see them all if there's any up there. And then I go over this way. You can have a violent spawn right around here. You You can also have one spawn right around here, or maybe here. Yeah, I think it's right there. And then you'll come around here. There's one that can spawn right here. And there's one that can spawn right here. And so that's the entire route. There's the route for you right there, guys. You can make 7.1 million silver per hour or more if you're lucky. It's all RNG dependent, so if you don't have a good hour, just, you know, hang in there. I'm sure you'll find plenty of silver. On average, you'll be finding about, like I said, 7.1 million. So if you found this useful, if you like the route, if you use a similar route but it's a little bit different, or if you have any tips to share with people, let them know in the comments. If you like it, leave me a like or a subscribe. Hope that was helpful for you guys. Peace out. Have a good one. Thanks.